All right, y'all. So today I had to relive some painful trauma from my past. And almost like 2 minutes into the conversation, my body started shaking uncontrollably. And I mean, like, fiercely shaking. My voice was shaking. I was like holding back tears, like really, really holding them back, trying to speak and just get the story across. It had me thinking, I can't be the only one that goes through this. And I can't be the only one that used to think that whenever I would talk about my past traumas or hurts or pains, that when my voice would start shaking or my body would start shaking, or if I suddenly just wanted to burst into tears, I literally used to think that that meant I was weak, that I thought I was over it, but I wasn't over it because look at how my body was reacting. And I would try to fight the feelings and fight the emotions, and it just really would drive me nuts because I was like, how can out of nowhere in the middle of me talking about something perfectly fine in the middle of conversation, but then my body looks like I'm not fine. It was like people look at me like I'm crazy, and they're always like, are you okay? And it's like I had to learn what that meant to where I could respond to people when they would ask me, are you okay? So, if you don't know what this all means, stick along and I'll teach you what I've learned. Now, I know right off the bat it can be scary, like you're losing control of yourself, but actually, there is neuroscience behind why your body is doing this. And this gets me so excited. So, whenever you recall trauma, your brain's alarm system, the amygdala, it lights up. Bing! So that part of the brain actually can't tell the difference of remembering. It doesn't know that you're actually recalling an experience or if you're actually in danger. So then it actually sends a signal to your nervous system, and it's all like, oh, hey, nervous system, let's flood your body with adrenaline and cortisol, which is like the fight or flight response, which is essentially preparing you for danger. So that shaking that you're feeling, that is literally your body trying to expel or get rid of all of that stored energy, the stored energy that you couldn't get rid of when you were actually going through the trauma. So this is not a weakness. This is literally your body trying to finish what it started, essentially completing the stress response. Meanwhile, the hippocampus, the part of your brain that tells time, he cracked the hippocampus. That part gets all fuzzy. It literally doesn't realize that the danger and the trauma is already over. And then your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that does all the thinking, it goes offline for a little bit. Yeah, it's just like zoom, resulting in your body feeling like it's still in danger, even if your mind knows you're safe. Crazy. So if your body starts shaking when you bring up trauma and past hurts and pain points, or if your voice starts cracking and shaking, or you feel like you're going to cry, you are not having a breakdown. You're actually having a breakthrough. It's a release. A release your body definitely needed. Because let's get real. Sometimes I'll lie to myself and be like, I'm broken. But actually, this is my body's way of trying to heal. How beautiful, beautiful is that? For real. So, with the right support, like knowledge, grounding yourself, having a higher power, breath work, going to therapy, talking to somebody that you trust about your feelings and emotions and what you're going through, all of this put together is the secret sauce for moving forward with your life. By doing all of these things, your nervous system can finally complete the healing process. So, although your body might remember the pain, it also remembers how to heal. So let yourself shake, let yourself cry, let your cycle finish through, because that's what you're needing. As much as you might feel like you're breaking down, you're not. Let yourself feel it. But I will say, it sometimes gets to a point where I am shaking so hard that it feels like my back is about to break. And that's when you need to just instantly do those deep breaths. You want to breathe in shorter than you're breathing out. So right? That helps a lot because when you're breathing, you're giving oxygen to your brain, which is allowing your brain to think, slow down those thoughts, focus yourself. You can also think about instantly in the moment. If you're shaking too hard, you can also think of your feet literally on the ground. In that moment, be like, what do my feet feel like on the ground right now? What do my toes feel like? How much pressure do I feel on my heels? Right? That is literally focusing all your attention on one thing. You're grounding yourself in that moment. And you will notice that those shakes and everything will slow down. The tension buildup in your back will slow down. The anxiety that's through the roof will lessen, right? Say a quick prayer. God, help me. Jesus. That's what I do. You guys can laugh at me all you want, but when you have been through some of the things I've been through, you know that sometimes those shakes, when you're talking about the trauma, you just can't control them. You need that release, right? So you let yourself shake it out, but if it's way too bad, ground yourself. Let that cycle complete. It's so beautiful. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys because I've been through it. So if you've been through it, try some of this out. Knowledge is power. All right. I love you guys. Time to go to bed. It's so late. Tomorrow's Halloween. I hope you have a great Halloween tomorrow. I can't wait to see everybody's costumes online and everybody's awesome pictures. It's always so fun. I feel like I'm living like vicariously through you guys sometimes. All right. I will see you on the next video. Peace out.